What do we reminisce on time we have yet to spend? What do I reminisce on time that we have yet to spend? You tell me why I reminisce on time that we have yet to. What do I reminisce on time?
I'm Synovia Knox, and I'm from Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, my name is Janae. I go by Who Is It on stage for DJing. I'm from Chengdu City, Sichuan Province in China.
My artist name is Synovia Alexis. Alexis is my middle name, so I don't know. I didn't necessarily know that I was going to be serious about music, so I didn't necessarily want to attach my family's long name to it.
Because my last name is Hu, as Hu. Whenever people ask me, like, what is your last name? And I would be like, Who? And then people would be like, what? Like, you? And I'm just, my last name is Hu. And then so people just started calling me Who Is It?
When I got into college with the First Wave Scholarship, it threw me into the art world and just basically demanded that I produce something. So I think that's when I really started to take singing seriously.
And then I guess the first time I went serious about it, it was when I got my own DJ controller. The first time I DJ, it was in 2016 in December. I remember, I think it was for one of my friend's birthday.
I take my personal time and my personal energy to create stuff musically just because that's really what I love. I'm two artists in myself. Like, one of them raps and one of them is just a very like sweet R&B singer. Rap is a genre that gives me a lot of confidence and a lot of confidence in my blackness. Honestly, I feel most comfortable dishing my tea to like people of color because I feel like I can be completely like uncensored. And so my rap music is geared towards people of color, so that's where I feel like if I have something to say, I'm gonna air it out right here and now.
I make a whole lot of things. I'm like just underground club culture, like 130 to 160 BPM or even higher, you know, just fuck it up. And yeah, I play a lot of those music mixed up with hip hop, R&B, also like world music, because I love like, you know, like music of different ethnicity, like Japanese drum taiko, Chinese drum, African drum. 这个是 taiko 嘛，它是采样的 taiko 的 sound， 然后 play with like African beat， 对，就很神奇。对我来说就 I DJ a lot of black music, and yeah, I think I'm just like shifting from black music to my own music, like Chinese music more and more. I try to combine the elements together. You know, I just want to provide this kind of vibe in Madison, like just being hella inclusive with all kinds of people, like very diverse. There's definitely not enough voice for Asian femme in music industry, but at the same time, once one Asian femme pop out and people will go crazy about it.
There could be more platforms and spaces for minority artists to perform for minority artists, or I mean audiences, I would say. There are a lot of spaces to perform, but those are primarily white spaces, so it's not exactly always the most welcoming crowd that you run into. And I feel like it's also important for the artist to feel completely comfortable. I feel like there are a lot of businesses in Madison that have rules against hip-hop music, like where they don't allow those kinds of performances in their venues. And I definitely feel like that's discriminatory, and so when I approach a venue, I'm normally approached about my R&B music and not so much my rap. And the ruse behind it, they say, is that like they don't like the crowd it attracts, but that in itself is a little discriminatory. So sometimes I feel very welcome Usually in campus spaces I feel welcome, but individual local businesses sometimes are not as welcoming, and I just wonder why that is.
That's just 'cause I've never known love, and it has never known me. I'm tired of sacrificing. I can't ignore complacency.
Musicians of color, we just have like a really small community that we can gather together, just like very small, dispersed in different places, and that's how the underground club culture is coming from, I would say. Yeah. And I'm all for this. Yeah, there are a lot of like musicians of color emerging like on the mainstream, but still like the industry is controlled by white male mainly, and I just don't see a lot of I just really don't see a lot of musicians of color have their own voice to speak about this issue. Like, Coachella is fucking racist, too. Like, it has a lot of musicians of color on stage, but see, think about, like, they pay Ariana Grande twice more than Beyonce. Like, what kind of shit is that? You pay a little girl more than a queen? Like, stop.
Some of the biggest influencers in hip-hop are women. Like, look at Queen Latifah and Missy Elliott and Lil' Kim. Like, people are still imitating them to this day. So honestly, the industry is just saturated with men. Like, if we allowed women the same opportunity to put out music of mediocrity like we do with men, there would be so many women rappers that you guys wouldn't know what to say. But the truth is, the industry is saturated with men, and so you get the good ones, the medium ones, and the bad ones, whereas with women you only get to see the good ones. So there's still an industry full of people that we have yet to edify. So
probably over 70% of the DJ in large music festivals or like just EDM music festivals are male. Like, you really can't say that there is not enough female DJ, because there are so many femme DJs out there. They're so underrepresented.
if I could collaborate with one artist, it'd probably be Megan Thee Stallion. She's just like this really good up and coming woman rapper, and I just want to stand next to her. Like, she's amazing.
My favorite DJ and producer is Unique. She dedicates so much of her work uplifting women of color, and especially in music industry.
I ultimately would like to move to a place that is more music friendly.
I'm gonna stick around a little bit, keep doing my music, trying to, you know. I'm probably gonna be a broke ass artist, but whatever.
We reminisce on time that we have yet to spend. What do I reminisce on time that we have yet to spend? You tell me.